Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 99, and today we have some pay dirt from up in Liberty, Washington State. Now, I just recently came from there on a prospecting trip with PNW Prospecting, Evergreen Prospectors, and my friend Ryan. And Ryan and I actually drove right past this place, Liberty, Washington, but the snow was so deep, we couldn't really do anything, so we kind of drove by it and didn't get a chance to prospect. However, a company called First Creek Treasures, they sell a pay dirt from this area called Corbley's Potato Patch Pay Dirt. So I went to the website, I couldn't find it on the website anywhere, so I gave them a call, and they actually did ship me a bag of $100 pay dirt, $12 shipping, $8 tax for this bag of pay dirt. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Liberty Mine, there's a pretty popular video on YouTube where there's some guys digging out there in Liberty Mine, and they're getting like giant potato-sized gold nuggets, and that's why it's called the Potato Patch. And yeah, there's a pay dirt from this area. So I actually got some down at the panning station, but we have a small issue with it. I already filmed the first half of it, and yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I just received this package. I ordered it maybe a week ago, and this is from First Creek Treasures out of Cle Elum, Washington. I ordered some of their Liberty Mine Potato Patch Pay Dirt for $100. It was $12 shipping and $8 tax, and this is how it came. You hear that? That is the sound of failure. Yeah, you can see, I can actually see little flakes of gold and stuff in here. Right here's a piece of gold right by my fingertip, right there. All right, so let's open this thing up over a gold pan. Okay, this is bad. This is real bad. I'll try to save what I can, obviously. So they tried to pack it correctly with some bubble wrap. I mean, the box isn't damaged, so it was just rattling around in the box too much. It was just a bad shipping job. And yeah, it's been breached. The top has been opened right there. So, all right. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna contact First Creek Treasures and see if they're gonna help me with this $120 problem here. So I called First Creek Mining. They went ahead and shipped another one completely free of charge. So I have it here. It looks like it's packaged a lot better. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Oh yeah, much better job this time. They got foam and stuff. All right, so that was a much better pack job compared to the original. But now we have two bags of pay dirt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this one as the review dirt. And then we're also gonna run this completely through the sluice box just to see how much gold we can recover from it. Because these do cost $120 a piece, even though I got this one for free technically. Now these things weigh about 3 pounds. So there's a lot of dirt in here, and it is dry at least. Nice dry dirt. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. It actually does kind of look like river gravels because we have a lot of rounded rocks in here. So I would guess this came from a river. Now we have a lot of pay dirt here, so of course we're going to go ahead and classify it to a few different sizes. That way the panning process is that much easier. So my favorite is to take a dollar store kitchen strainer. Okay, here we have our plus and minus kitchen strainer size material. This size here, I can actually just pan this out pretty much all in one shot. When you have big pieces like this, and you pan it back with the water in it, the gold just appears like so easily. So we don't really have to do anything else to this except pan it out. However, this stuff here contains lots of black sands most likely, and little garnets and all kind of stuff that's going to make it difficult to pan. So we're going to actually remove as much magnetic material from this as we possibly can. Now there's a lot of different fancy tools and everything that you can buy to remove the gold from pay dirt like this. You see this? This one works pretty good, but the magnets aren't really that strong in it. So in a future video, I'm actually going to upgrade this. So for now, I'm going to continue using my really strong neodymium magnet in a silver dollar tube. And this is just a nut driver handle here. So we'll just remove this from the pay dirt. All right, now that we have our magnetic material removed, we can pan this out separately to make sure that we didn't grab any gold with the magnet. Sometimes when you use a magnet that's really strong, it'll actually bunch all this black sand together, trapping gold with it and pulling it up. So let's go ahead and we'll bring over Crusty Rusty. We'll add some water and some jet dry. This is just a surfactant that breaks the surface tension of the water, because really fine gold can actually float on the surface tension away. Now there's not a lot of black sand, so we could probably get away with panning all this at once, just to see if we have any gold. Alright, I don't want to pan too much off. I want to keep everything in the pan. See if there's any gold in here. Nope, no gold, so we're all good there. If you guys want one of these squirt bottles or these pans or anything, or the magnet, all that stuff is linked down below. Alright, now we can pan the big stuff, but I kind of want to save this for last, because if we get some big nuggets, that would be pretty exciting. So let's do the minus kitchen strainer first. So I'm not sure how difficult this is going to be, so let's start out with like, I don't know, 3 spoonfuls. And if it's easy, we can do more. And if it's more difficult, we can do less. Alright, it seems pretty easy. It's floating right off so far. Once we get down to the heavy stuff, below this is really going to determine the difficulty. But it seems like everything is just washing off easily here. This is where we're going to see our gold, if there's anything in here. Right about here is where we're going to start seeing gold. Yeah, there is. There's the gold at the top. A good amount for 3 spoonfuls. Piece of wire gold right there. Pretty nice. Alright, this little tool is called the snuffer bottle. It sucks up the gold. So instead of trying to pick it out with your fingers, it's got a snuffer bottle. You gotta have one of these. I've already forgotten my snuffer bottle on prospecting trips, and it just makes it for a bad time, so don't forget your snuffer bottle. On the first 3 spoonfuls of this pay dirt, usually when I pan it back, I get probably 90% of the gold, but in this stuff, I missed quite a bit, and there were bigger flakes too. Maybe I'm just being too hasty with my back panning here, but it seems like it's pretty difficult. Yeah, there's some more gold that I missed. All right, I think we got it all. Let's go ahead and continue panning this stuff out. Again, nice gold from 3 spoonfuls. That's not bad at all. One thing I noticed about this pay dirt is that the black sands are extremely big, and then there's a lot of white sands as well, like quartz dust, I would think. All right, I think we got all the gold out of that one. I mean, for $100, we should probably get somewhere around maybe 1.5 grams. That's my prediction. So far, difficulty from 1 to 10, you're looking at maybe a 7. About the same as my Gold Strike pay dirt on kleshgold.com. Let's get crazy and just pan all of it out at once. All right, that went quicker than I expected. There is a lot of light material in here, so you can do a whole pan full and all the light stuff just flows right off the top. We should have a lot more gold now. Oh yeah, I can already see the gold coming up on the sides here. Let's give it a tap. That'll walk the gold up to that corner. Oh yeah, nice gold in this. Grab that up. All right, we got all of our small stuff cleaned up. That was easier than I expected. Next we have our big stuff. If there's any nuggets in here, this is where we're gonna find it. Now if we find any really small gold in here, don't be surprised. That's just because we did not wet classify it. When you dry classify, a lot of that small gold and dust and stuff gets stuck on these bigger rocks. So if we find some smaller gold in here, that's the reason. All right, we're getting down to the end. If there's any nice gold in here, this is gonna be it. It'd be nice to find a picker or a nugget or something. Let's see. Yeah, man. I found a potato. One nice picker in there. Look at that. It's a pretty nice piece right there. Okay, we can't forget about the original damaged bag. So let's go ahead and let's dump everything out into this pan. And we're gonna wet it down because we're gonna run this through the sluice box. And in order to run it through the sluice box, it's very important that we wet it down. That way no gold can float away. So we'll just add some water and some jet dry. All right, that's perfect. Doesn't look bad at all. Okay, this is all the concentrates from the sluice box from that second broken bag. So we're still gonna pan this out like we did the last stuff. I'm down to the heavies already because this is an entire bag in one pan. So instead of trying to pan off, well, maybe I can get a little bit more of that light stuff off the top. I don't wanna go too far. We actually wanna pan this just a little bit at a time so we don't miss any gold. So I'll go ahead and do that process. And I'll show you guys what kind of gold we get. Not too bad. It's pretty much the same as the other bag. We got one nice nugget there. Another nice nugget. And a whole bunch of flakes. I think we're just under 1 gram of gold right there. So let's go ahead and dry this stuff out. We'll weigh them both up to see how far off they are, and we'll get a value on it. We had 1.08 grams of gold for our review bag, and we're going to call it 24 karat purity because you can resell natural placer gold just like this to pay dirt vendors like myself. If you guys want to sell your gold, definitely check out kleshgold.com and I will buy your gold. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to 2 brand new Major Credit Patreon supporters and channel members. We have Clayton Paulson and Mikey G from Rage Girl Magazine. I really appreciate the monthly donation, guys. And if anybody else is interested in supporting my show, there is a blue join button down below, and there's also Patreon. So thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's calculate the value here, and we got $62.93 worth of gold. It was $120, so it's right around that 50% ROI. Guys, if you are looking for a decent, not the best return on investment pay dirt, it's pretty decently challenging. Nice round little nuggets in there, little miniature potatoes. So that's kind of neat. However, is there other pay dirts out there that have more gold for the same price? Absolutely. Remember, these things are not to make money. They're for fun, for training, for panning for gold in your own house because you don't live near a river, or you can't get to the river, or you're just too lazy. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I put out at least one new video every week, and that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that haven't left, so thanks so much. And also big thanks to all my Major Credit Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, you're really going to like the other ones linked here, so definitely check those out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.